Back in the 80s, gun manufacturers started playing around with space-age plastics and ceramics. You know, for the kids. And guess what? It became possible to build a gun that could foil metal detectors. I guess in case the government tries to give you health care and you have to exercise your Second Amendment right and hijack a plane or something.
Get him! He's got a gun!
Well, back in 1988, even the NR-frickin-A signed off on a bill that was called the Undetectable Firearms Act, which would ensure all firearms contained enough integrated metal parts to be detectable. It was overwhelmingly passed by both House and Senate, and it was signed by President Bush, the Elder, whom you'll recall, like so many Americans, had a close friend fall victim to gun violence, President Reagan.
Here you see the president coming out now. You just have to watch. I don't know whether we can hear this or not. There it is.
So then 3D printers are a thing, because evidently we're living in Logan's Run or something.
A fantastic journey through a world beyond imagination.
And the first thing people thought was, cool, maybe I can print a gun. Really? My first thought was female orifices. Turns out you print guns and they're getting better and better.
Virtually all plastic, able to defeat metal detectors. Lethal.
When the bill came up for renewal, an amendment was added to account for 3D printed weapons, because, again, duh.
Duh.
We're 12 years out from a day when 4 planes got hijacked at once and flown into buildings. Roughly 2 years ago, a sitting congresswoman was shot in the face. Oh yeah, and this week is the anniversary of the Newtown massacre. And the Plastic Gun Amendment was blocked. At what point does it become clear to Americans that the lunatics have taken over the asylum? You'd think homemade, undetectable, and potentially fully automatic firearms would do the trick.
Invisible, undetectable, an assassin's dream.
I like the way the airport is now. You get to choose between radiation or molestation.
Parents are upset about being forced to have their children radiated or being touched inappropriately by an unrelated adult.
But no amount of radiation can detect a plastic gun, so now we're all gonna have to get groped. They've taken away my freedom to choose cancer.
For everyone's safety, federal regulations require all passengers to comply.
That's not an America I want to live in. Can we at least start with printing bows and arrows?
A fantastic journey through a world beyond imagination.